Hello, everyone. Welcome to Simply Be Sustainable. My name is Brooke Chase. I am your host, and I am so excited because today we are doing a two-part series finishing off Plastic Free July. And I am basically going to go through like the mornings, sort of like the first half of my day to talk to you about how I avoid the use of plastic. So this is a special episode. It is episode number 24, which means that next episode is episode number 25, which I think is a pretty big landmark, milestone, whatever you want to call it. I try to celebrate my wins here. So we're up to almost 700 downloads, which is another big deal. So I just want to take a little second to thank you guys so much for listening. Some of you have been with me from the very beginning. I just got back from a trip of a lifetime to Hawaii, and everything that I talk about on this show, I got to see in real life. Like I got to see the coral reef. I mean, it's not everything I talk about on the show, but part of the reason that I'm so passionate about plastic is because I care so much about the fish and the marine and the wildlife and in the ocean, and it's just been really incredible to live here in Savannah and be so close to the water and get to see everything. The coral reef that I saw in Hawaii was just, oh my gosh, it was just crazy. I saw sea turtles so close that I could touch them. And so, yeah, I'm very inspired, and I'm really excited to bring all of the things that I've learned there to you. And if you ever get the chance, go to Hawaii, man. It is just, I learned how to surf. I went cliff jumping. I ate some interesting foods. It was just fantastic. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see I got a nice tan and my hair's blonde and I'm back from Hawaii. So thank you to my dear friend John for putting up with me for about a week. And I'm just like super grateful, and my heart is so full. So let's get into the episode. Like I said, this is episode 24, and today we are talking about ways that you can avoid plastic to round out the end of Plastic Free July. And as always, I like to hit you with some truth bombs. All right. So here are some simple truths. 10 million tons of plastic are dumped into the oceans every year, which is equivalent to a garbage truck of plastic every minute. That hurts my heart to say. Less than 9% of all plastic gets recycled. So, it really is on the ownership of these big companies to make less of it, right? 100% of mussels tested contained microplastics, which makes me not want to eat mussels. And I really like mussels. So, ouch, that is a painful thing to read. 50% of all plastic produced is 300 million tons per year is for single-use purposes, which means it's just thrown away in minutes. And honestly, a lot of it doesn't even ever get used. I mean, where I work, when you go to restaurants and things, they give you all of these napkins and like all these ketchup packets, and people just don't even use them. Like all the salt and people just throw them away. They never even get used at all. Like what a waste of time, money, and energy. It's just crazy to me. 1 million marine animals are killed by plastic pollution every year. 1 million. There will be more plastic in our oceans than fish by 2050. And humans, me and you, eat 40 pounds of plastic in our lifetime. So, that comes from plasticoceans.org. But that is why we're talking about this today. Simple ways that you can avoid your plastic consumption. And so basically what I'm going to do is run down my list from like morning that I wake up until I, kind of get to lunchtime-ish. And what I use to not use plastic, like simple swaps and things like that. So I'm going to share all those with you. So first thing, obviously I wake up in my frownies. which is lovely because they are compostable and they are biodegradable and recyclable, and they keep me looking fresh and beautiful. So again, if you can see on YouTube, I really don't have any wrinkles on my forehead, and that is thanks to Frownies, and that is code SIMPLE, SIMPLE, for 10% off. So the next thing I do is I have a delicious cup of coffee. Coffee is my favorite. The first thing you want to do is have coffee at home, because then you can use a lovely mug instead of a throwaway cup, which, as you should know by now, is lined with plastic, which also makes it not recyclable. So if you think that you are using a paper cup that is recyclable, unfortunately, friend, you are incorrect. Unless it says compostable, and even then, once you throw a compostable cup into the garbage where the landfill is anaerobic, which means there's no oxygen, unfortunately, it does not break down. So start with your cup at home. Or bring your own or reusable. But it's best to buy it in bulk from a sustainable source. Here I have, various outlets for that. But just try to make sure it's like, organically trade sourced, when you're buying your coffee. And if you can refill it in your container, that's the best way to go about it. It usually runs about like $11 or $12 a pound if you do it that way. I know if you're back home in Delaware, Sprouts, you can do it that way. I think Whole Foods has bulk. Around here, there's Lightfoot and some other places, the Fresh Market if you're in Savannah. But just try to buy it in bulk and refill your container. And then the next thing is a reusable coffee filter. And I'm going to put all these. I have these on my Amazon storefront. It's under the zero waste list, which obviously not everything in there is zero waste, but that's just what the list is called. But I absolutely love my filter. I never have to worry about running out of filters. And supposedly the copper filter is supposed to make your coffee taste better, which I'm becoming a little bit of a coffee snob, so that's probably a good thing. All right. So after I have my delicious cup of coffee in my reusable filter, in my mug that I will wash and reuse, if I do have any kind of breakfast, which I usually do a little intermittent fasting, but I put it on a real plate and I use a real cloth napkin. So far, we've got essentially no plastic. If you need to wash your dish, then you can use Castile soap or Block dish soap, which I just recently got turned on to this. I don't even know if I'm saying it. Castile iron soap, Castile soap. You can use this stuff for like everything. Like I use it for everything. And it goes a long way. Like I've had this for a couple months and like I'm still not out of it. And I'm just going to refill this at the bulk store. Right here in Savannah, there's a couple. Lightfoot, my girl Katie's killing it. But yeah. And there's also Block dish soap, which again, you can find in the Amazon thing, or you can also shop at Lightfoot. And I'm going to give you a code for that as well. Today and tomorrow, if you're listening still and it's July, you can get 15% off. And Lightfoot Company does actually ship. So if you're not in Savannah, you're going to be all right. You can still order from them. All right. So the next thing you're going to do after you have your coffee, which maybe you do this before, I don't know, but hopefully you're going to brush your teeth. So I don't know if you know this, but every toothbrush that you've ever used or had in your lifetime that is made out of plastic, it's still in existence forever. Yeah. So bamboo toothbrushes are the way to go. And I like to buy, when I buy stuff like this, I like to buy it like sort of in bulk, I guess you'd say, like a couple at a time. And then sometimes I give them as gifts. I don't know if people like getting toothbrushes for gifts, but that's sometimes what you get from me. Or, if you have a guest stay over and you want to give them a toothbrush and you're like extra sweet, that's kind of nice too. But anyway, bamboo toothbrushes. And then, after you brush your teeth, maybe you take a shower and wash your hair. I use bar shampoo. Or lately I've been using this, And I also just got this in the bar form, which I absolutely love. It gets a nice lather. But yeah, you can use this Castile soap for friggin' anything. And you dilute it too. Like, it's so potent. So anyway, that is shampoo, conditioner. The conditioner, I love Dip. Dip already. All these links will be in the show notes, and it will also be on my Amazon storefront. So if you want to buy any of these products, or like I said, you can get them from Lightfoot. They're having a sale 15% off. All right. So then you're going to maybe like shave. I have a safety razor from Amazon. I absolutely love it. I get a fantastic shave from it. And maybe, you're going to lather your body in the shower with a natural loofah. And then you're going to use some I forgot to show you guys. I have all this stuff. So the toothpaste, I forgot, goes with the toothbrush. Okay, I'm obsessed with this company. I have tried just about every toothbrush or every toothpaste that there is. Like, there's so many different brands. I don't want to like knock any of them because I love any company that's working hard to like be non-plastic, right? But my absolute hands down favorite one is called Huppy. And this is like the little tin that you can get it in. But they're toothpaste tabs. And this is great because like if you go camping or like you go out of town or whatever, you can just like, I put like all my little pills that I take in here with it. And when I'm at home, I just refilled. This is all my toothpaste tabs. This is just like an old honey container. But anyway, you just take one of these, pop it in your mouth, and then you put, water on your toothbrush, and then it gets sudsy. And Huppy, for sure, gets the most, like, foam, like, toothpastey situation. It's the best tasting. It's just fantastic. I love the Huppy. I like some swaps I literally enjoy more than the regular one. That's one of them. Like, I like it better than toothpaste. I love it. Anyway, so Huppy also has a code right now. If you use code plastic free, you'll get 20% off. And they also do like a subscription. I mean, a lot of this stuff you kind of do want a subscription because then you're just going to have to keep on using it. But unless, you do the Lightfoot thing and then you can do a box subscription, which I also love. Okay. What did I say? The next one is deodorants. And this is another one that I love. So there's two kinds that I really like. And this one is like a little travel one that it's called Wild Sustainable Natural Deodorant. I don't think there's antiperspirant in it, but I'm like a freak of nature and I like literally don't sweat. But you won't stink though. Anyway, this one is the Wild is kind of like a stick, sort of looks like a glue stick, and you press it up with this. A lot of them crumble. The Wild one, I feel like, is the best one for a non-crumbling situation. And that's also why I like the little ones, because they crumble less. And then when you travel, you can like keep one in your bag. You can keep one in your gym bag, keep one in your purse. They're just awesome. And this is cardboard, obviously not plastic. But this deodorant is from Little Seed. This is like a deodorant cream. And like, I don't even use an applicator, but they do have like little wooden applicators. But I just like stick this on my finger. And I mean, you just rub it in kind of like lotion. But I absolutely love the smell of it. I like how it feels like after I shave my pits. But yeah, they have different fragrances. This one's lavender, which is nice, like when you're going to bed, and they have a coconut one that I love for the day. So, I don't know. It's just deodorant, but it's like the little things in life that just kind of make me happy. Okay. What's next? So now we are clean and ready to take on the day. I have a cloth shower curtain, which I also really like. And 100% cotton towel, which I got on Buy Nothing. But it is important to remember that when you buy things that are not natural, which contain plastic in them, that whenever you wash them, those little microplastics go into the water, unfortunately. So, 100% cotton towel, faux show. All right, the next thing, I didn't bring it out. Maybe, a Q-tip. right? So this was a little bit harder of one for me to get used to. But I am used to it now, and I do really like it. It's called Last Swab, and it is made of plastic. I wonder if it's made out of recycled plastic. I didn't check that. But it's like, reusable. You don't get rid of it. And it's so you don't have like the little plastic thing with the cotton on the end. So it's just like the only one that you need, which is great. Like you don't have to buy them, just have the same one. And then, you just rinse it off and wipe it off with your towel and throw it back in the thing. So I love that. And then the next thing is, reusable these things. So I love these too. This is for my skincare. If you have anything like toner or anything, I honestly don't even really use these that much anymore. I spray the toner in my hand and then I put it on like that. And then I just kind of like rub it everywhere else. I feel like in my non-wasteful psycho mind, that means I'm not wasting any on the thing. Cause I just felt like it was like all going in the cotton round. Well, the reusable cotton round. But I do use these for other things. Like when I take my nail polish off, I don't know, random things. Anyway, these are great if you use these for any beauty situations. And then you just stick them in the little pouch and throw them in the wash or like soak them. Sometimes like the white ones I like to kind of soak a little bit. And they come in this cute little reusable Bamboo container. So there's those. Again, you can get these from Lightfoot Company. Like I said, they're having a sale for 15% off for Plastic Free July is the code if you order online, or you can use my Amazon storefront if you want to go the Amazon route. All right. What else? So, and then is my skincare. So I am obsessed with this skincare. They are so fabulous. It's called Bamboo Earth, and all of their products they come in glass. The little top here is plastic, but you can just use the same one and then put it in the next glass one that you get. I wish they had a refill. I don't think they have a refill situation yet, but maybe soon in the future. But they're always ethically traded ingredients, sustainably sourced and produced. And they're made in the U.S. Never sulfates, paragons. Oh my God, I can't talk today. Blah, blah, blah. You get the point. It's good stuff. And I love they have little different sayings on all the bottles. This one says, "For the Lord sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart." 1 Sam 16:7. I'm new to reading the Bible, so if I said that wrong, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I really, really love these. They're just all about, the beauty within, and they're great products. They're great ingredients. I have those on my Amazon storefront too, or you can order directly from them. Bamboo Earth is a great company. And thank you to Ashley, my friend, Ashley LaBoot. If you haven't listened to her podcast, she turned me on to this company and I really like them. All right. So now we've had breakfast, we've had our coffee, we've had our shower, and we're just ready to get on with the day. And we haven't used any plastic yet. So that's super exciting. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed these swaps. That was a lot of them. So obviously I'm not going to give you a specific plastic sustainable swap because I just gave you a whole bunch. But I hope that, this Plastic Free July, that you've kind of taken a little bit of notice to the plastic that you're using and tried to make a little bit of an effort. And if you haven't, that's fine too. It's never, too late to start. And today could be a great day for you. No matter if you listen to this any day, any month. And then I wanted to give you a beer of the week. So obviously I was just in, like I said, Maui, Hawaii. And this beer is fantastic. It's called Bikini Blonde Lager from Maui Brewing Company. And it is so good. It's a clean, crisp, and refreshing Helles. I never saw that before. Helles? Perfect for any time. It's like a pale gold. It's like a caramel malt sweetness, crisp and clean with a low bitterness. It's just really, really good. And it kind of goes with everything. It's 156 calories, 13 carbs, 0 sugars. I try to give you guys a little bit more info about these beers because I love to tell y'all about the beers that I try. And it comes in a can, and the coconut Hiwa is really good too. I'm just looking at their website now. Anyway, but yeah, love them. And yeah, just let me know if you guys have any questions for any other ways that you can reduce plastic in your life. I'm so grateful for your listening to Simply Be Sustainable. One more time, just to give you those codes. The Frownies code for me is code SIMPLE. The code for the toothpaste tabs for Huppy is plastic free for 20% off. And the code for Lightfoot, which please check out their store. Also, Katie is hilarious on Instagram. She is doing an Olympics right now, Olympics content series, and it is freaking hilarious. Check her out. It's Lightfoot. Her website is lightfootcompany.org. I believe. Let me make sure I said that right. But yeah, she's hilarious on Instagram and TikTok and all the things. But her code is Plastic Free July for 15% off. And like I said, you can also order online. And then, as you can see, my face is still clear, you guys, and I slacked quite a bit when I was in Hawaii on taking my Clearstem. But if you are someone that suffers from hormonal acne in any way, this is going to change your life. It's called Clearstem. Code Brooke Chase for 10% off. Your face will be clear in like 10 days. Seriously, it's phenomenal. It's unbelievable. It's literally changed my life. Anyways, so those are all the things that I love to start your day. I am going to try to do another episode, hopefully tomorrow, if not like the next day, which will be the second half of the day on how you can reduce your plastic consumption. So thank you all again so very much for listening. Please, if you like what you heard, hit me up on the gram. My Instagram is simp.lee.b. I am just about to hit 1,600 followers, so thank you guys so much. And you can check out my Hawaii content, and I have lots of sustainable content coming soon. So I love you guys. Bye.